Hi mathematicians, let's take a look at this problem, slime. So it says that the table to the left shows the sizes and weights of containers of slime sold at a store. Now it looks like, I just want to make a note for my info 1, that the information they're giving in the table is that the weight of each container is measured in pounds, and so I'm just going to make a small note for myself. This is measured in pounds. Oops. In pounds. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look at our info 2. Kim purchased 6 small containers of slime, and Seth purchased 2 extra large containers of slime. So it looks like we're going to have to label our work for Kim and for Seth in our info 2. So let's see. Kim purchased 6 small containers of slime. So that's 6 containers, and each small container is 1/8 of a pound. And then Seth purchased 2 extra large containers, and the extra large containers are 7/8 of a pound. Mathematicians, do you know why I put 6 times 1/8 and 2 times 7/8? Well, let's think about that. Well, Kim purchased 6 small containers of slime, and each small container of slime is 1/8 of a pound. And so I'm thinking of equal groups. 6 containers each that are 1/8 of a pound, and Seth purchased 2 extra large containers, and each of those extra large containers is 7/8 of a pound. So let's figure out how much slime Kim has in all. Well, I know that 6 times 1/8 is the same as saying 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. Let's see how many times that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time, because it's 6 groups of 1/8. That's repeated addition. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6/8. So Kim has 6/8 pound of slime in all. Let's think about Seth. Seth has 2 extra large containers, which are 7/8 of a pound each. So that's like saying 7/8 plus 7/8, because it's 7/8 2 times. Well, 7 plus 7 is 14. So that's 14/8. Now wait a minute. I know that 14/8 is greater than 1/2. And I know that because, well, 8/8 is 1/2, leaving me with 6 more eighths, because 8 plus 6 is 14. So Seth has 14/8 pounds, also known as 1 6/8 pounds of slime. So there's our info 2. Let's take a look at our info 3. Write an equation to show what the difference is in weights. Oh, the difference. So if we're thinking difference, we're thinking of subtraction, because we want to find what the difference is between 2 amounts. So write an equation to show what the difference is in the weights in pounds of Kim's and Seth's purchases. Well, I know that Seth purchased more than Kim. So let's see what the difference is. Here's our info 3. Seth purchased 1 6/8 pounds of slime. Kim only purchased 6/8 pound of slime. Well, 1 6/8 minus 6/8, well, 1, let's see, there's no whole number here, so 1 minus nothing is 1, and 6/8 minus 6/8 is 0. So in fact, the difference between how much slime Kim and Seth purchased is 1 pound. Seth purchased 1 pound more than Kim. Here's another way we can show that work. Remember how we determined that Seth purchased 14/8 pounds of slime, which we determined is 1 6/8. Well, we can subtract 14/8 minus 6/8 also, and let's see if that gives us the same answer. 14/8 minus 6/8 equals, well, 14 minus 6 is 8. Oh, 8/8. And we know that 8/8 is equivalent to 1, so we've come to the same answer. Well, let's write this answer in a sentence. Seth purchased 1 pound more slime than Kim. Now, let's not forget that in Info 3, it says to write an equation to show what the difference is in the weights in pounds of Kim's and Seth's purchases. So let's make sure we write an equation that shows the steps we took all in one equation. So let's try that out. Let's see. First, we determined how much slime Kim purchased. Then we determined how much slime Seth purchased. And then we subtracted the two totals. Well, be careful. We have to put Seth's information first because Seth's information shows us that he purchased more slime than Kim. So here's our equation. First, we started with 2 times 7/8, which is the 2 extra large containers of slime Seth bought, which each had 7/8 of a pound of slime, minus Kim's purchase, which is 6 small containers of slime, which each have 1/8 of a pound of slime in them. And we determined that 2 times 7/8 is 14/8, or 1 6/8. And we determined that 6 times 1/8 is 6/8. And then we subtracted 14/8 minus 6/8, which left us with 8/8, or 1 pound. And so we can say that 2 times 7/8 minus 6 times 1/8 equals 1.